who on the Knicks? I mean, who's what character? Josh, I feel like you do some Johnny drama shit.
I agree.
I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. Like the Reggie Miller thing, that's a Johnny drama move right there.
I agree.
Because your face, I knew you were going to do something because they cut to you and you had like this smile. I'm like, he's about to do something. So I feel like that alone might earn you that. Jalen, you might be the Vincent Chase right now, man. It just might, you know. Or is Dante Turtle, though? I don't really know much about Dante. I know Dante on the court. You know, I don't know much about Dante off the court. Would he fit the bill for Turtle or no?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
I should be asking you guys this because I really just know you guys on the court and whatever I see, like, media-wise.
I think Jalen is for sure Vincent Chase.
Yes, sir. That's our captain.
The Josh.
Josh is not an E.
Josh
though.
is not an E.
Is he? He's not a
No,
Turtle
I think
right?
you're spot on with some of the stuff that drama does. The only issue is that drama was really delusional and like never really, for the most part, never really saw success. Whereas Josh is you know, good, seeing success.
You might be a drama turtle hybrid.
Yeah.
Who's E? Who's like the sensible, like you could rely on him, you know, might not make the flashiest moves ever, but like
OG.
just you could rely on him. He's got the good heart.
Yeah, OG.
And I don't know if anyone in the organization is Ari. Like I don't even know how I don't think Tibbs is Ari because, you know, I don't even know if we have an Ari character.
Tibbs be cursing them refs out, so you might take the cake.
Maybe like in game.
Remember the Ari clip we were watching on and when he was in couples therapy with his wife? And he's like, if you want to live in a mansion.
And 9 weeks in the Tuscan Villa, I got to take a call in a month Wednesday.
Or we can go live in Agora Hills and go to group therapy. Some of the, man, you know, again, I always equate things to sports. There were just moments with a lot of those guys where it's like, I just get out of the way. Like, let them cook, get out of the way. They're seeing the game differently right now. I never really got to that point. I was always, you know, kind of steady. But yeah, some like Piven, Dylan, those guys got nominated for Emmys every single year.
Damn, that's fire.
Yeah, it was an incredible run for sure. I feel like too, it was like I feel like shows now I don't want to say they stick around longer than they potentially should, but like I feel like a show. I don't know. I feel like it was like it like ran the perfect amount of time. I thought the ending was great. Like I don't know. It didn't overstay its welcome, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, like you were talking about Game of Thrones earlier, eventually you do run out of stuff, right? It's like you brought this character from the bottom to the top, then you knocked him back down, which was fun, and then you built him back up to the top. Now what? You're going to knock him back down? Like, you keep doing the zigzag, eventually it gets a little stale. So, you know, I always ride hard for like those early years because also we didn't really know what we were doing. And we were just letting it fly. And then once we became successful, then the expectations start. Again, you kind of equating it all to sports. It's like, oh, now we have to be this like acclaim show because we were getting nominations and all this stuff, big show on HBO. And then, but yeah, I put those first 5 seasons up against a lot. Pretty proud of it.
Yeah. The other thing too is like, it was such a moment in time because it couldn't get made today. You know, like I don't think at least with some of the dialogue.
That is definitely a conversation. You're probably right. Also, too, you know, we were talking earlier about people, you know, not a lot of people go to movies anymore. A lot of the show was made on like, all right, Vince is doing this movie and this movie's got to be good. So like, what's he doing now? You know, is he doing a movie hoping people are going to go see it? Because everyone has that problem. So what would the like Hollywood portion of the show, what would that storyline be like? You know, my character ended up pretty rich. I think he lost that all in some NFT or something. I think he got hustled on an NFT and is broke again. But yeah, I don't think he could do it now, probably.
Speaking of your character, we're doing a pod with Mark Cuban after this.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he probably, I'll never forget too, the year that, was it the year that might have been the year LeBron, the first time he went to Miami, it was at 2011 or whatever. He was on the show, right, playing himself. And I saw on the call sheet, like, Mark Cuban has a hard out at like 6 p.m. Like, he has to leave. Like, no matter what we're doing, he's out of here at 6. So whatever, that happens sometimes when we have all these cameos and we're shooting and we shoot all his stuff first, right? And then it like hits 6 o'clock. I still have to do some of my stuff, but he's getting in the car. And I was just like chase after him, like, what's going on? He's like, it's opening hours of free agency. I forget how, because like West Coast hours or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, who's your first call? And I think he said Dirk, but because I think Dirk might have been a free agent too, but they knew he was going to sign. And I knew for sure he was like calling LeBron. It was 2011. I thought that was so dope. He rode off, and it's like, man, that dude's about to be on the phone for hours in free agency. And I just want to like be in that car and just hear, what goes on like those calls and stuff. I thought that was great. Yeah. That's a good reason for you to leave, Mr. Cuban, instead of being on our little show. Go get yourself some free agents.
Was that the year they won?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, right? They're coming off that?
Well, it was the year before, right? Like, it was going into free agency. So that first year, Miami lost to Dallas,
2010.
right?
So 2010.
So yeah, it was before that season. It was the season before they won it. Yeah. Crazy. Mm. So and of course, ask him about Avion Tequila. He'll probably laugh.
Same question about Entourage, but we see it here. Who would the Knicks be if they were power characters?
Man, it's tough because everyone in power. It's so, Oh man, who's Ghost? I gotta ask you. I can only go off of like what I see on the court. Who's Ghost? Who has the two personalities? Who has Ghost and James St. Patrick? I'm flipping it back to you.
What do you think, Josh?
No one's Tommy. Could we admit that? No one's Tommy.
We can do Dante could be Tommy.
No, but Dante's Tommy. That's easy.
Yeah, we do Dante
That was
Tommy.
easy.
Jalen's either St. Patrick or who was that politician?
Tate. Lorenz Tate's character. Tate, who also played Tate on the show. That's okay. All right. No one's 50's character, right? No one's Kanan. Who's Kanan?
Julius.
Okay. Yes. It's hard because, Power's a whole different vibe than Entourage was.
Who would I be? I'll probably be like Tyreek, like the guy that you kind of like, but you kind of hate him. And he's like kind of annoying, but you deal with him.
Come on, man. Why we gotta leave Michael Rainey alone?
You just explained Josh to a T.
You
just explained yourself to a T.
Yeah, I feel like everybody was like they liked Tyreek and then Tariq, and then at some point they changed, they hated him, but then they still kind of liked him a little bit, and like that's probably me. Proctor would be like Mikel.
Really?
And then
just good at getting out of tough situations.
Yeah, just
Power's tough.
Power's tough.
It's all crime.
You did good though.
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
Yeah, not bad, right? This is totally different. I don't know why this. I think maybe just because this was on, the story time thing. But Jerry, you went to Lincoln High School?
I went to New Utrecht High School, which was Lincoln's like rival school.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
Lincoln was in Coney Island.
Yeah.
I grew up in Bensonhurst.
Oh, okay, no, I saw that. I was just like, I remember Lance went to Lincoln, so I was about to be like, okay, Jay, you grew up in the trenches.
Nah,
okay.
Listen.
Excited to share big news with you today. Macy's just launched a new men's brand called Motive One.
Motive One is all about blending elevated, everyday essentials with bolder style that you can make a statement in.
It's a brand designed for individuals who see style as a powerful tool for self-expression.
Inspired by real men. Simple yet bold pieces for the man who knows the style is powerful. Blending statement pieces with refined essentials. Yeah, the Macy's Motive One launch party at the Classic Card Club in New York was actually really good. And to be able to see the pieces laid out there and seeing how excited everyone was about the line, it was really cool to see. I could see myself wearing these clothes and stepping out with it. I mean, it's comfortable, it's clean, it's simple, but yet really effective.
The launch party was super dope.
going to the classic car club, being able to see the vintage cars that they had. I think they had a Shelby there. They had newer ones like the Porsche Taycan. They had a 911 GT4. So it was really dope to see a lot of the vintage cars, but also a little bit of the new school to it. So that was extremely cool. I got to get into GT4, so that was fire because I really want to get a Porsche 911. So the car club was a really dope spot to do an appearance and do an event. So shout out to Macy for making that happen and being very innovative. So for me, doing a photo shoot, and that was the first time I got to see the actual Motor One gear and all the pieces. For me, it was really, really cool just because all of those pieces I could use for different events. I had ones where I could kind of dress down and just have chill vibes. Then I had ones where I can dress up, getting ready for the game. Or, you know, I had a suit I was able to do for business meetings. So being able to style those in ways that was comfortable was very easy. And I'm able to use those in any event that I go to. So I think that's the beautiful thing about Moto One is I can use it and wear it whenever.
Check out the Motive One brand at Macy's in-store and online today.
Shop today at Macy's.com/Motive1. That's Macy's.com/mode-of-1.